One of the toughest things to do in all of college football is win on the road. When you're a ranked team going into a hostile environment, these fans are ready to knock them off course. Glad to have you with us from Colorado Springs, Colorado, and home to the Air Force Falcons. As we'll see a team looking to make it back to the CFP this year, the UTSA Roadrunners. Taking on a team from the Mountain West, the Air Force Falcons. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer alongside. Guys, we can't wait to see this game. Been looking forward to it all week. And the Roadrunners will kick it away to start. On the move from inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. From the gun, the running back has it. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. All right, guys, let's chat about Air Force. The good news about starting the season outside the top 25, not a lot of lofty expectations. You can sneak up on a few teams, but sooner or later, you're going to want to get that attention and get into those rankings.
A lot more, but it's not impossible. In recent years, you saw it with Indiana coming out of absolutely nowhere. You saw it back in the day with USF. You've seen it with Rutgers. Like, in the past, you can do it. You can put it together, gain some momentum, but it starts with this game right here.
TCU reached the national championship game a few years back, and no one expected much of them that season either, so you never know. And what's important is what people believe inside your own locker room. This team thinks they can do some really special things this year, and they get a chance to start strong here in week 1.
I mean, this offense basically lined up and said, I don't care if you double team him, triple team him, it really doesn't matter. We're still going to feature him. And guess what happens? They still get the first down, even though he was double teamed.
They'll run it from the gun. Only a short gain on that run. Defense played it well.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. They'll keep it on the ground. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Let's talk for a second about Air Force. They found some success on the recruiting trail, got a top 25 class. Now the question is, what can they do with it?
It's a top 25 class. It's not littered with a bunch of 5-star blue-chip prospects. They've got guys they feel like they can develop down the road. But, David, the big question is, how long is it going to take?
Yeah, and sometimes when you get that top 25 class, you also found some diamonds in the rough. And then some guys that have some potential that get developed. So, interesting to see how they do in developing these guys.
The defense got caught that time, and they finally get him on the ground at the 41. The Falcons are moving quickly down the field. Here we go. Here's the handoff. Crosses the 40, gets it down to the 35 before he stopped, a gain of 6.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
He leaves it with his back. He is guided out of bounds, and they'll mark it at the 28.
I don't think people understand how valuable it is to be able to hand the ball to your running back and get everyone settled to start the football game, especially when there's production like this. Man, your quarterback feels a little bit more comfortable. The defense feels a little bit uneasy. The offensive line gets settled in. Nice start.
There he goes. He goes out of bounds right at the 10-yard line, and the offense can smell the touchdown from here.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit, too, for the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between him and the defense.
Wide receiver going in motion. The give to the tailback. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive.
Yeah, and listen, offensively, you run the RPOs. You just want positive yards, make the right read the guy. If he wants to drop back a little bit, hand it off, get some positive yards, go on to the next play.
Quick completion to the right. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Nice job recognizing the route defensively there. As soon as that ball was thrown, that defender knew exactly who it was going to, and he was able to make the tackle at the perfect time. No gain on that one.
3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Quickly complete. Nowhere to go, and not much to show for that one. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. This offense wants to establish an aggressive identity. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Gets open down the middle. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it 1st and goal.
And they must have had a play in practice that they just felt was unstoppable. Because they essentially just took away an automatic chip shot field goal to go for that 4th down. But because of the execution, it was just too good. They're looking now to score 6.
He spun that wheel of fortune by challenging the call, and it does not go his way, and he loses the timeout. And the Falcons have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. Snap it to the back. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Air Force.
What a luxury for an offense to have. The ability to set the tone on the ground, giving that guy the football time after time, making offense easy, being physical, and really setting the tone for this football game.
And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. That is what they mean when they say ball control, a 14-play touchdown drive. And they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Offense in a bunch formation. Moore to the air. Thanks to grab. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Nice job, defense. You always hear people talk about tackling the catch. You saw it right there. There was nowhere for that receiver to go once he had possession. As a result, no gain.
Back to pass on 2nd down. Now adjusting. He'll throw it. Finds his man. It's Campbell. Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's 1st down.
And this quarterback wasn't thinking about taking off and running with that one. He was outside the pocket, but he kept his eyes down the field. He kept reading the coverage. He was surveying to find an open target. Accurate throw, and they get the 1st down.
The draw draws nothing except a swarm of tacklers. He's stopped immediately.
They try to go draw, but there's just way too much penetration in the middle of the offensive line, and the offense has a negative play.
To the air on 2nd down. Flushed out of the pocket. He found a little opening and got loose. They couldn't stop him in the backfield, so a solid pickup there.
Well, you're making a positive out of a negative. And that time, quarterback, nice job buying time. He's trying to throw the football downfield. Nothing there, so instead of throwing it away and getting the incomplete, just get what you can get and make this next down more manageable.
Snap from the gun on 3rd down. Grab near the marker. It's Campbell. He gets the job done on 3rd down. They move the chains. It's at the 37. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one, but we know who he really wants to go to on third down.
The best one. I mean, I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer, but you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
Both teams made no secret they wanted to target their big play receivers, and they've done just that in the first. Lots of time left and ready to go back at it here in the second quarter. So they'll go back to work after changing ends of the field. Moore will throw. Got his man. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
When these wide receivers work the middle of the field, so much of this is feel. Understanding where the holes are in the zone or understanding how to get leverage on a man. And these wide receivers are dangerous nowadays because they do it so fast and see that so quick and make those plays over the middle.
Power football with the run. He stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there.
And those little runs, man, they don't look great in the box score, but I love when an offense stays on schedule, and it makes those third downs more manageable, easier, harder to attack me now from the defensive perspective trying to get to me. So it's an easy, simple play for this offense, but I love it.
He's brought down, but he's got him inside the 10. First and goal from the 8. The Roadrunners didn't start this drive with great field position, but they have moved methodically down the field. Quick strike complete. And the big fella couldn't elude the cornerback who makes a sure tackle.
The offense trying to throw it there quickly down close to the goal line. Nice job by the defense tackling the catch.
They've pushed it ahead to the 4. They'll try to cash in on second and goal. Handoff to the single back. They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches.
And with the stuff there, Jesse, on second down, this little third to mid-range, you got 2 downs. What are you thinking here?
Maybe getting your quarterback out on the perimeter and giving him a run-pass option. See if you can get the defense in a bind.
This offense has converted twice on third down on this drive. A third time would put him in the end zone. Going for 6. It's incomplete. He was shooting for the end zone right there.
You have to understand at home, it's really hard for a head coach to kick a field goal at this juncture after such a long drive. So many first downs. You've gotten right down to the doorstep. Fourth down, you want to be able to pay this thing off and punctuate this drive with a touchdown.
Fourth down and goal from the 3. The playbook is pretty much wide open here. Moore to the air. Wide out trying to get it in. Touchdown, Roadrunners. They punctuate the chance with a trip to the end zone. The extra point here would tie the game. An impressive, long, methodical, meticulous drive ends in points.
They just matriculated the ball down the field, didn't they, Reese? So impressive. Didn't see a lot of explosive plays, but how about the execution? Running and throwing the football. Wow.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Air Force has it back, and the Falcon offense returns to the field. That last touchdown drive was surgical through the air, Jesse.
It sure was, and that's why this offense is so dangerous, David, because they can score in a hurry because of how efficient they are throwing the football.
And welcome to modern college football. That's what it is. Spread you out, find my playmakers, make quick decisions, and really put defenses in a difficult situation.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Wants to go up top. And he dropped it. Just didn't look the thing all the way in.
Well, I think the ball just got on the receiver so quickly. He took his time working his route, and by the time he got his head around, the ball was already there, and he just wasn't able to stab it.
You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. From the gun, wants to pass. Unloads to the wideout. Can't make the connection on 3rd down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down. The Falcons decide to punt it away. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon.
And that was almost a huge mistake by special teams. On the punt return, fumbling the football. They are so lucky that they jumped on that ball and that their offense is now going to take the field, because that could have been disastrous.
UTSA takes over and the offense ready to hit the field. They evened things up the last time they had it, and the defense helped them out, and a chance to go on top with this drive. Makes the grab. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
Well, the defense playing zone coverage there. They're taking away all of the QB's primary options down the field, so he has to check it down to the drag running underneath.
Now here on 2nd down, see if they keep tossing it around. Wide receiver comes in motion. From the gun, running back on the move. Didn't get a whole lot of room to run. He picked up 1 or 2.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Moore will throw. Bought a little time, lets it go. Just a short pass to the tight end. And boy, is he close to that 1st down, maybe just a couple of inches short.
One of the things I love about this defense is they just have such great awareness, and they're always communicating. They understood the down and distance. They knew exactly what they needed to do to make the tackle to force the punt. That is so well done.
In their own territory, no problem. 4th and inches, and they'll go for it. He'll keep it on the sneak. Will not get there. A 4th down stop.
It's a great job there by the defense here early in this game, getting a huge stop, and they've got an opportunity to make the opponent pay. Offense taking over now in great field position. Let's see what they can do here from a play calling standpoint to try to put some points on the board.
Here comes the Air Force offense back onto the field. They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Grabbed in the middle. It's Parrish. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. They'll snap it from the 25 here on 1st down. Send the tight end in motion. They'll go to the ground. Pulled down after a nice run, and they're in the red zone at the 19.
And after a successful run like that on 1st down, if you're the offensive coordinator here, maybe you're thinking about being aggressive and potentially taking a shot, because even if it's incomplete now on 2nd, you only have a short amount of yards to go here on 3rd.
And the Falcons can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. They'll keep it on the ground. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Falcons have it with a 1st and 10. They'll leave it with him. Stopped in the backfield, and that'll be a loss of 2.
Well, there was just nowhere to go for the runner on that last play. Just way too much penetration up front, and as a result, they lose yardage.
Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. back to pass. The throw to the outside is complete. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
I like the idea by the quarterback there. You're trying to get this first down, so you find the tight end, see if he can make a guy miss or shake a tackle. Not able to get it done.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. He makes the grab. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
This defense really does a nice job playing with their eyes and pursuing the ball. They took away all of the quarterback's options down the field. When he finally checked it down, they rallied to him, made the tackle, now setting up 4th.
And they'll send out the field goal unit. And it's right down the boulevard. And guys, after the field goal, now they have the lead. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. UCF is in serious trouble right now, and by in trouble, I mean this could get uglier than a bad prom date. They're trailing by 35 to Florida Atlantic. We've got our eye on things here and everything else going on right now, and any updates, you'll see them here, guys.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. They'll get a chance to work on that hurry-up offense here in the final minute of the first half. Moore to the air. Bought a little time, lets it go. Gets it out fast. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few.
Again, this is a running back that can hurt you running it between the tackles, and he's dangerous out in space. They like to throw it to him out on the perimeter as he picks up a couple of yards there.
Got his man. Out across the 30 to the 39 after getting 10 on that one. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line. Looking to throw on first down. He'll try to do it himself. He scrambled forward and got a few and turned that into a positive play. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Looking to go up top, and time's running out in the half. The pass is incomplete, and the clock will stop with 5 seconds left.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Just enough time for one final play of the half. Wants to throw on third. Going for the big play. Pass is incomplete, and that's going to do it for the first half. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. And the Falcons will try to kick this one deep to get things underway in the second half. From inside the 10, here he comes. And he's able to pick his way through the traffic nicely for a good return on that one before he's brought down. UTSA will take over in the offense, ready to return to the field. After the lack of production in the first half, plenty to talk about. Let's see what they can dial up here in the third quarter.
Yeah, I think you stay calm. I think you make adjustments, Jesse. I think you realize what they're doing to us and how can I attack that. But you also tell the guys, low-scoring game, still very much in this. We can still be who we are.
It's a good point. I think on offense, this is not the time to reinvent the wheel. I think you stay true to who you are and what your identity is. And you've got to show confidence in your guys to go out and just execute better here in the second half.
Moore will throw. Fires to the tight end. And he's brought down after a nice game. Man, this sophomore quarterback unleashed a cannon on that one.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
Through his hands and incomplete. He normally makes that catch every time it's second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Wants to fire on second down. They'll run the screen. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. The loudest jet you can think of has nothing on this crowd as they try to help the Falcons on third down. They just keep firing. Gets rid of it. Out of the backfield, he's open. He gets it oh so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short.
Listen, I know this running back is shifty. I know he's really good in the open field, but that's just asking too much of him at this point. Third and long situation. He wasn't going to be able to make that extra guy miss trying to get that first down.
So the offense is going to go for it on fourth down. Using his feet. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
In the 4th and inches, man, I'm going for it no matter where I'm at in the field. If I'm in scoring range, if I'm in the red zone, if I'm on the 1, I'm going for it. I have to be able to get inches in these situations. Nice job by the offense.
They go to the ground. Turning it on. Now he's got it all the way down to the 21-yard line, and they are threatening on first down. Right back to the well. They pull him down at the 17 after a pickup of 3. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. Pulls and fires complete to the right. Goes out of bounds on the play, and he's got him set up 1st and goal.
Love the decision-making by the quarterback there on the RPO play. Defense took everything away deep down the field, so just check it down, get it to your guy in the right flat, and let him go get yards.
And the Roadrunners trying to get a touchdown on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He's got it down to the 1-yard line right on the doorstep of Pater.
Draws and screens are a great way to slow down really aggressive pass rushers. It allows the defensive ends and the defensive tackles to run upfield. The offensive linemen kind of push them upfield, go down to the next level, try to sneak in a big play.
And after that first down gasher, they're close to the end zone. 2nd and goal coming. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
Yeah, and I tell you what, I love the run game down here. I love being able to give it to a back and be able to trust him. Listen, he doesn't have any touchdowns on the season, so I know he's wanting to punch one in. And down here, giving me the opportunity. Let me prove myself, so I love the big fella getting the football.
This is a money play on 3rd and goal. Moore to the air. Might be looking to run. Touchdown, UT San Antonio. And that one will put him up here in the 2nd half.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now on game.
Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Air Force has it back, and the Falcon offense returns to the field. From the gun, the ground game. Got to be smart, patient, great vision, uses all of that to get to the 29.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
The Falcons in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Looking to fire. Finds his tight end. He moves the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 33.
How about that? Just really nice catch by the big tight end, throwing those mitts up there, catching the football.
And this set of downs gets started from the 33, 1st and 10. Leaves it with the running back. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line.
First down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another first down. Gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got a burst. If you give this guy just a crease, he's going to hit it. And right now, he's doing some damage on this defense.
This defensive front just ran free in the backfield. He'll lose 3.
Offense trying to go RPO, but how about the defense? Up front, their front 7, they had dudes winning, just being way more physical and able to get to that running back.
And the Falcons trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit.
Well, that looked like it was going to be a completion, but how about the defender making the hit, forcing the incompletion?
A chance to sort of put the defense on its heels if you convert a 3rd and long. This one from the 44. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up.
Well, after struggling so much in the first half, you thought they would have made some adjustments here at halftime to see if they can open up this passing game. But early on in the second half, they're just not really able to get that done. Incompletion on 3rd down in your own end, you're expecting them to punt.
On 4th down, looking to pass. Unloads it left. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Finally brought down, but what a play, not only to get the football, but to flip the field position with the return.
Man, what a great break on the football. Nice job seeing it, squeezing. A lot of those defensive guys, man, they don't have great hands all the time, but you always, always remember your first interception. They'll always remember this moment.
Able to get just a few before sliding to avoid the hit.
He does a good job of dropping back, going through his progressions. Nothing there. What do? Go get some yards. Make it positive. Don't sit back in the pocket and force something into a bad situation or take a sack. Great job making something out of nothing.
Moore will throw. Quickly to the flat, the wide receiver screen. Finds a crease at the 20. Wrestled out of bounds at the 12, and another productive play on this drive. On 1st down from the 13-yard line. Tight end now in motion. Hand off from the shotgun. They get him stopped, but those feet kept moving until he was down to the 5. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Wants to go up top. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be 3rd down. The Roadrunners come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. They thought they could just run it on 3rd and short, but this defense was there to make the stop. What a day it's been on the ground for these two guys, and they just seem to get stronger as the game goes along as we take a look at the numbers. They'll keep the offense on the field on 4th down already with a 1-possession lead. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Can't make the connection, and the defense gets a 4th down stop.
Nice job by the defense. Great pass defense, getting in the lanes, doing a really good job understanding they were going to throw the football in this 4th down. They played it well. Incomplete pass. Defense turns to offense.
Here comes the Air Force offense back onto the field. Last drive ended with a pick, but you still have to attack through the air. He has the 1st and still on his feet. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
This running back loves running into the teeth of the defense. In between the tackles, he keeps a low pad level, and he's got some speed.
They're going to ride this running back. Gets it out to the 20 after a pickup of 4. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. The give to the back. Out to the 35-yard line and a little extra breathing room with that 15-yard pickup.
When the running back gets going and gets ahead of steam like that, so hard to get to the ground. That's why you blitz. That's why you bring pressure. That's why you bring more guys in the box so you can get him before he gets going. But once he got going, you could tell it was hard to get a hand on him, hard to get him to the ground.
They'll give it to him again. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the 1st down line?
Well, it's clear the coaching staff had a little conversation before this drive, and they said, we have got to run the football. All 4 plays of this drive so far have been runs, and they're taking a bit of an attitude shift here. They want to be physical, and they want to pound the defense into submission.
Pulls it in. It's Chubb. And he won't quite get there, but boy, after that pickup, just a few inches to go for the 1st. An array of possibilities here. The Falcons lining up, just needing a few tough inches on 3rd down. They'll try to move the chains on the ground. And I don't think he got it. The defense stands tall on 3rd and inches.
Well, it's 4th and short, and you're sort of in no man's land at this point near midfield. I think if you're on offense here, you're going to have to go for it. You're going to have to show confidence in your guys to get it done and go get you the win.
Down a possession here in the 4th, and they'll need to convert on this 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Oh, he dropped it. Just didn't look it all the way in, and they'll turn it over on downs. Really important for a ranked team going into a hostile environment like this one, not to give the underdog reason to believe.
Yes, reason to believe, and don't give the fans reason to get jacked up and excited. Come out early, be in a business mode mindset.
You got to start fast. You got to have a sense of urgency. You cannot come sleepwalking into an environment like this, because if you do and you make some mistake.
And it's taken away by the defense, and they desperately needed that turnover. Trying to take it back.
Well, this offense is trying to ice the game. They've got the lead here in the fourth quarter, but it's only by one possession, so you got to be so careful with your decision-making, and that was not a good one by the quarterback. They now turn it over, and they better hope their defense can play well in this sudden change situation.
Air Force has it back, and the Falcon offense returns to the field. They were really aggressive going for it in their own end last time and put them in a tough spot, David.
Yeah, aggressive, reckless. They got to find the balance with this offense to really be productive. And last possession they went for it, they rolled the dice, Palmer, and it didn't work out for them.
Yeah, if you're better on third down moving forward, though, you can keep yourself out of those situations.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Back to pass. He let that thing fly quickly, but he couldn't make the connection.
Yeah, and you can tell the timing wasn't great, and quarterback and receiver not on the same page, but when you're going to miss, don't miss towards the DB. You definitely want to miss out towards the sideline so you don't get yourself in trouble.
Now facing a 3rd and long. Timeout called here by the defense. It's the first one they've used this half.
UTSA.
It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws to the back. He's got his man, makes the grab. And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short.
Deep to shallow. That's what I have to understand, that as a defensive guy, I take away those passes beyond the sticks, and then I react to those quick throws they have to the running back. It's my athlete versus yours. The defense won that battle.
It's a one-score game late, and they've got to go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. Makes a grab past the marker. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down.
Wow, and that was just a bang-bang play. On that 4th down, the coverage was tight. QB had his receiver. He knew where he wanted to go with it, but the only way that ball gets completed is if he puts a little extra mustard on it, and he shows you the arm talent.
Breaks into the open.
Guys out of the backfield now, it's not just run the ball downhill anymore. You got to be versatile. I got to be able to trust you in the pass game, and I got to be able to throw you the football. You can do that right there. I know you're going to catch it, and I can depend on you.
And the Falcons with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Running back searching for a hole. He had all kinds of company as soon as he got it. He had to fight his way back just to get to the line of scrimmage.
2nd and short equals bow up, be physical, move a hole, get a gap, let my back fall forward. That back had nowhere to run, no push up front. Got to be more physical, Jesse, on those 2nd down and short situations.
So for that point, David, I think you got to stick with it if you're on offense as a staff. Challenge your guys to get some push up front. You've recruited this position really well. You need these guys to move some bodies because you've got a talented guy in the backfield that can hurt this defense if you just give him a crease.
Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and the offense is looking for a play to close this deal out. Trailing by a possession, they need to keep the ball. They'll try to convert on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. He's got it, first down and more. That will be enough to move the chains and give them a first down in the red zone at the 14. The upset's been bubbling all day. Now at a full-fledged boil. Guys, see if they can finish it off.
Can the underdog hold on? That's the big question right now. They've done so many positive things in this game, David, to put themselves in position to win, but this is the critical moment where your execution has got to be at its best.
And sometimes you start thinking now, and you start letting that clock tick, and you stop kind of playing carefree. Keep doing what you've done all day long to build the lead, finish this thing out, pull off the big upset.
He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here. Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a 1st and goal. They'll try to get it through the air. He caught it! Can't quite cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the first down.
And that's a really good example of a quarterback and his intended target both being on the same page. The timing was almost perfect on that play. That's why they were able to convert the 3rd down, now setting up 1st and goal.
So the opportunity with a touchdown here to take a 4th quarter lead. Trying to pound their way in. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line.
And you got to use a timeout right now after that run play. You've got 3 in your back pocket. You can't take them with you. You're losing this game right now. So take all the time you can to make sure that your quarterback and your head coach and play caller are all on the same page.
They go to the Wildcat here, looking to take advantage of that extra blocker. Back has it. Touchdown, Falcons! And they've moved out front here in the 4th.
Well, and the offense shows you what they're made of. They're scoring the touchdown. They take the lead with only seconds to go, and now it's on the defense to ice this thing when they take the field.
And he knocks it through, and the lead is a field goal here in the 4th quarter. Precise, relentless execution on that 13-play scoring drive. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. Makes a move. He's got an alley. And there he goes. He'll go out of bounds at the 10-yard line, and they'll take over 1st and goal. Touchdown here would not only give them the lead, but in the 4th quarter, that ramps up the pressure. Buying some time. Right on the money. They go up top to get it down to the 5-yard line as they try to pay off this drive. Timeout is called with just a single second left. Picked up some of what they needed on 1st down. Now it's 2nd and goal from the 5. Moore to the air. The ball hits the ground, and this thing is over. An absolutely heartbreaking loss. It's really the most common type of upset we see every year. The home field advantage is so big, and especially when you have a ranked team come to town, they love to play spoiler.
Yes, and what needed to happen happened in this football game. Something good to happen early to get the belief and to get this crowd involved. And when the crowd gets involved, Jesse, it changes the game, and I think it had a lot to do with the outcome today.
I agree. I'll tell you, regardless whether this team is ranked or unranked, when their home crowd is like they were today, they're tough to beat, period. And you know this crowd and these fans, they're going to be celebrating this win for days and days to come.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.